Hello, guys. Yeah, I'm very, very glad and happy to have you here in another series of our class. All right. I congratulate you for successfully completing the introductory part of Forex. Okay, and I believe by now you should be able to say one or two things about Forex. Okay, you should be able to talk about Forex. Okay, you should be able to engage in an interaction that has to do with Forex. Okay, so but that is not all about Forex. Okay, so um you can see in this video, this guy is a funny one, but in this video you would realize that there is no background music. Okay, and it's quite intentional because i I really want us to pay attention, concrete attention to this part of our trading. Okay, because this is a very crucial part of Forex trading. The technical analysis, it's a very, very crucial, very critical part of trading. Okay, and I want you to pay maximum attention. All right, so moving on to what we have in today's video. To the title of today's video is understanding the concept and psychology of candlestick structures and patterns. Okay, so I would try my best to explain this in its simplest form. Okay, so now understanding the concept. When we say concept, concept is more like a strategy. Okay, concept is more like a set of rules. Okay, now understanding the concept and psychology of candlestick patterns and structures. Now, psychology. Now, I want us to understand why I titled this. I titled this video, this particular topic. Okay. Now, let me just give a brief illustration of let me just give a typical illustration of what I intend to explain before I go into the explanation proper. Okay. Now, I want you to just imagine something. Imagine yourself with a thermometer, okay? A thermometer used to measure the temperature of a substance, okay? Now, imagine you are with a thermometer and then there is sorry about that. Imagine you are with a thermometer and there is a particular maybe there is a pot of water, okay? There is a pot of water somewhere. Now, this pot of water, you don't know whether this water is hot or it's cold. Okay, you have not felt the water. Okay, you've not dipped your hands into the water to check the degree of hotness of the water. Okay, but you are given a thermometer in order to check the temperature of the water. Now, when you dip the thermometer into the water and the thermometer reads a degree, reads a particular, gives you a particular reading that is above, let's say, 100 degrees Celsius. Now, without even seeing a smoke coming out from that water, that reading tells you that that water is very, very hot. Okay, that reading tells you that, because you would agree with me that the temperature of boiling of water, the boiling temperature, I mean, of water is 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, and when water is boiling, it is considered as very hot. Okay, so from the reading of your thermometer, you can come to a conclusion that this water is hot. Okay, or you can come to an inference. Okay, or you can come to an inference that this water is actually hot. Okay, even without dipping your hand into the water. All right, so the same thing applies to the forex market. Okay, these candlesticks, okay, there are things we use to there are different ways we use to track prices. Okay, there are different ways we use to track price movement. All right, one of the way is through candlesticks. Okay, through candlesticks we have line charts, we have bar charts, we have candlestick charts. All these are just different kind of charts. Okay, in our next video I'm going to show you the different kinds of charts. Okay, candlestick, we have the candlestick, we have the line charts, we have the bar charts, and so on and so forth. Okay, but the ones that retail traders, forex traders use the most to analyze the market is called the candlestick, okay, the candlestick chart. And candlestick chart is composed of so many candlesticks. All right. Now, when you look here, this is a typical candlestick. Okay, not the candlestick you light with maybe a lighter or a matches, but this is just like a typical candlestick. And this candlestick, I wouldn't want to go so much about the history and the rest because you really don't need that in forex trading. All right. So but you can do your personal research as regards to that to gain more knowledge about it. So, but moving into what we have for today now in candlestick, dealing with candlestick chart, right here by the left. I will explain what we have on the left hand side and also do the same for the right hand side. Now, when you look, you will see that the color of the candlestick on the left hand side is green. Okay, now this green candle, we have the high, we have the close, we have the open, and we have the low. Now, when you look by the extreme right around this side, okay, when you look at this side, you discover that we have you discover that we have sorry about that, you discover that we have prices. Okay, when you look at this black rectangular side, you discover that we have prices at this place. We have 1.17800, 1.17916, and so on and so forth. Okay, that is price. I told you in during the introductory phase that the two most important indicator is price and time. Okay, price and time. Now, in the left hand side, we have prices. Okay, price ranges. And then when you look closely around, when you look around this side, okay, just take a look around this side. You can see March 18th, April, all these things around this side is, you can see March here, you can see April. So these are time periods, okay, in the chart. So on the right hand side, you have the price. On the base part, you have, or let's just say on the y-axis, you have the price, and on the x-axis, you have the time. Okay, so now price opened around March. Okay, around a period of March. If you check, you would see something here, right? Price opened here. This is a open. Okay, I'm using my crossbar to navigate so you get to understand. So price opened around here, and when we check, look, trace it down to the extreme right hand side, we'll discover that the price is 1.17916. Okay, 1.17916. Now that is the opening price. Now, when the closing price is above the opening price for this candle, this is the open of this candle. All right. Now, when price closes above the open of this candle, we term that as a buy candle. All right, we term that as a buy candle. Let me just write that right here. Okay, a buy candle. Okay, a buy candle. Yeah, a buy candle. So this is a buy candle. And then when, let me just shift this right somewhere here. Okay, so that it won't get to interfere with what we're doing. All right, so this is a buy candle. All right, when price closes above the open, it is called a buy candle. Now, before price closes above the open, we have that price opened around here, okay, and then somehow came down to this point, okay, to this last point where we have you can see this vertical line that extends from the body of the candle. With them, it is called a wick, okay, a candlestick wick, okay, WICK. So WICK, that's the spelling, okay. It went from this particular place and came down to this place. Now price moved up, went up high above here, okay, and got to this highest limit, okay, and came down to this place, okay. Now, one thing I would like us to note is that price movement or the change in prices is as a result of buying and selling pressure in the market. Okay, just as I gave you the analogy of a thermometer, the candlesticks gives a typical representation of the buying and selling behavior. That's why I timed this the title of this video, understanding the concept and psychology, okay, of candlestick pattern. Now, there is a psychological aspect, okay. It is giving you an insight about the psychology of buyers and sellers in the market, okay. Now, when price closes above the open, that means it ended as a buy. That means the buyers had more advantage than the sellers, okay. The buyers raised the price above the open and closed it above the open. That is why this candlestick ended as a buy, okay. So you can typically see here that this candlestick ended as a buy, and there was they took the buyers took the price high above this particular high and brought it down and closed it below this place. And this it's actually a buy candle can be any color, okay, but I personally colored it. I personally chose a green color in order to just that's actually my own personal taste, okay. So you can see I'm not saying it must be a green color, okay. So that being said, going to the sell candle now, when we move to our right hand side, now we have the sell candle here. Now in the sell candle, the vice versa occurs, okay, as opposed to the buy candle. Now the close is below the open of the price. You can see that price opened at one price of 1.18518, okay, and closed, okay, let's say price opened around here, okay, price opened around here and then went high above this place, okay. This is the extreme high that price went, and then began to go down below this place, okay. The sellers pushed the market down, 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 up to this place, okay, and then buyers began to enter the market. They brought the market up to this place, but they were not able to close the market above the open, okay. So sellers ended up closing this market below the open, and that is why we term this as what? A sell candle. All right, we term this as a sell candle, okay. Let me just give that a name right here. All right, a sell candle, a sell candle. All right, yeah. So we term this as a sell candle, a sell candle. This is a sell candle. All right. So I hope we are able to understand this fact, because if you don't understand this, you will get confused. I'm telling you, I'm not trying to scare you. This is just the basics. Okay, this is just the basics of what you should know. All right. So I believe that this explanation was more elaborate, okay, as regards to the structure of candlestick, okay. So when you see a candlestick, you should be able to tell whether this candlestick is a buy candle or this candlestick is a sell candle. All right. So that being said, let's move let's dive in more into the structure and psychology of candlestick, okay. Now just let's just come right here. I have something interesting right here, okay. So now let's say a candlestick is a 4-hour candlestick, okay. From my explanation, from my previous explanation, you should be able to tell that what we have on the left hand is a buy candle, okay, is a buy candle. Now, but this candlestick is a 4 hours buy candle, okay, is a 4 hours buy candle. Now, in 1 4 hour, we have 4 1 hours, okay, 1 4 1 hour, okay. Now, four 1 hour candle would make up a 1 4 hours candle, okay. Now, so if you look at this critically, I want you to understand something. All right. So right here we have this 4 hour candle opened at this price, okay. When we check this price, when we check it to the extreme right, we'll have that the yellow place, that's where the yellow price is, we have 1.15123, okay, 1.15123. So that is where this particular price opened, okay. Now buyers brought closed the price above the open. Okay, price opened at this particular place and closed at this particular place, even though before before the candlestick closed, there was a little bit of movement, price movement up and down. Okay, let's just say price moved down below this place, okay, and moved up. But before then, when we get to check the 1 hour candlestick, it's going to give us a detailed explanation of what really happened, okay, in the 4 hour candlestick. Okay, so now let's go to the 1 hour candlestick. Let's say this is the first candlestick that opened, okay, and this is the same place that the 4 hour candlestick opened. That should tell you that there is a correlation, okay, between them. There's a correlation between them. Now, when this guy opened, sellers brought this candle down, okay, and buyers, after bringing it down to this point, okay, to this particular point, buyers took the price far up here, okay, and then after taking it up, sellers brought it down, but they were not able to close it below the open. Okay, that is why this candle ended up as what? As a buy candle. All right, now when this particular, this is where this particular candle closed. Okay, this particular candle closed at this particular price region. Okay, it opened and closed at this particular price region. Now, after this 1 hour, another 1 hour candle opened. Okay, another 1 hour candle opened at this same price where this guy closed. Now, another 1 hour candle took over from there, and then sellers pushed this candlestick down up to this extent. Okay, now I want